Hey there, guys. What is going on? Sloppy here, and I'm playing some more Creativerse. Look, Creativerse, blocks, snow, peak stone, and today we work a little bit on our teleporter room. This is our teleporter room. You guys may have seen it. Spent a few episodes on it. Carved out a mountain, and you know, put some ice in it and whatnot. This is going to be teleport room, ja, ja. This is going to be a teleporter room to go to about 9 places. I think I want 9 places in here, and we're going to do this a bit differently. So, I say 9 places. That's, well, yes, 9 places, but it's a little different than that. So, let's discuss places we need to teleport to. So, I want teleporter to spawn. I want a teleporter to spawn. I kind of want a teleporter to the gaming district and, well, a few other places. We're going to have a few teleporters, and they might change over time depending, you know, where we want to go, where we want to be, etc., etc. And then we also are going to have one teleporter that goes to, like a biome selection thing. So, yeah. I need to get some stuff together. I pressed record before having everything together that I needed to be. But yeah, we're going to work on the teleporter room today. And how we're going to do it is, we're going to try to use sensor. What I want is sort of 6 to 8 teleporters in the floor. And it'll phase out a block when you're standing in the correct spot. And you'll fall down into the teleporter. That's sort of what I was thinking. That way you won't actually see any teleporters in here. And yeah, that's my goal, is to not see any teleporters in here. And I think that'll be kind of cool. The one thing I'm a touch concerned about is how I want to display... oh boy. The thing I'm concerned about is how I want to display where you're going. So if you're going to spawn, you go and you stand on a block, it'll phase out once it senses you there, and you fall down and you go into the teleporter, right? And there's a few different ways you can single spawn. We could have like blocks that show where you're going around sort of where you stand, or we can use an arc sign and have like words or sprites. Now the only problem with arc signs, and this is a problem with arc signs everywhere, is they have a pretty limited view radius. So you can see, you can't see them from over here. And that's a bit of an issue because, you know, if I have one right here, if I just start putting arc signs sort of where I was planning to have teleporters, you can see that, you know, if I'm over here looking at this one, I can't see that one. If I come over here and, you know, try to get to this one, well, it's mostly just the ones at the far ends of the room if you're in the far end of the room. So maybe this will be okay. So arc signs are an option, and they're also toggleable, which is kind of cool for some reason. And I wasn't really sure what my other option was. Putting blocks, I guess, but I kind of like the room of this, the look of this room being very plain. I also, part of the reason I want to do it like this is because I kind of want the room to look very unassuming. So, like, when you drop in, I kind of wanted to, like, the room to look kind of empty and barren. It reminds me of this scene from Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. I don't even remember what scene. It just gives me a Mortal Kombat vibe. So I kind of want the room to look almost empty. And then what I was thinking is maybe we'll have a sensor that, like, when you're on a certain part, then all the signs are on or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think what I'm going to do is go grab some block phasers, some more sensors, get some machines together, and we will try some of this. Well, well, well. This is how arc signs look. I decided not to put them too high. Decided to sort of let them float there, and I kind of like them. I think the arc signs work. I may make the text slightly smaller, maybe a size down. I feel like they're maybe a little bit too intrusive at the moment. I also want them toggleable. Again, I don't like the issue that it pops out. We can also see I put magnetite as the block you're going to stand on. I wanted a block that sort of fit in, but was also completely different from any other block. So you stand on the magnetite, and you'll fall into the teleporter, which I think will be cool. I want these all to be one-way teleporters, which shouldn't be an issue. I just need to give them a really weird code that nobody's going to use, which I will keep secret, so nobody uses them. But yeah, pretty cool. I really hate... We're going to change up the floor, by the way. The floor is going to be, like, a little bit rough, sort of like... you know, like we have this dip in the middle with the fireplace. We're going to have more dips, and we can hide a little bit of lighting in the floor as well, which I think we're going to do, which will be cool. So I'm going to put in the rest of the arc signs. I'm not entirely sure where I want the rest of the teleporters to go. That is a question, where I want them to go. But I think it's working pretty well. I do want to try, you know what, let's just try it on camera together. I do want to try a size down. Size down. Is that a size down? That didn't look like it changed at all. I think it's slightly smaller. Yeah, I think it's slightly smaller. The other thing we could do is like vary up the colors of them maybe, but I kind of want them uniform. But anyway, I'm going to hook up some of the teleporters so we can get the idea of how they work. And we'll go from there. Ja? Ja. I just dropped over here to grab the portal code, which is grass, slab. Easy peasy. This is the gaming area. Obviously, we just spent some time working on this building, and this bridge, and this area, making paths and things. But I wanted to ask you guys, a name for this area. I've just been calling it the gaming area, which it is, sure. But I also feel like it, you know, I want to call it something, like I want it to have a name. And I was wondering if you guys had any suggestions. I've asked you before, but I just I thought I'd ask again. If you have a name for this area where we have all these games, maybe it can be Canyon related. If it's a pun, that's even better. I'm a big fan of puns. But yeah, if you have an idea for a name for this place, please let me know in comments below. Yeah, I just came over to grab the name of the thing, check it out. I don't think you guys have seen it since all the trees have grown. It's fine. I think it's a cool little starter island. It's at least something now, so when you come to this area, you know, you're coming into a big thing. We have to set up a room on the other side of spawn, which as soon as I'm done this teleporter room, I think I'm going to take an episode and make some sort of structure at spawn that sort of houses the teleporter to come over here. I think that'll be kind of cool. Probably do the exact same aesthetic. I like spawn, like the building that connects, to have sort of the same aesthetic. So we'll probably do something along these lines. But anyway, if you have a name suggestion, please let me know. Or if you just have great puns, just leave them in the comments, because that's always funny. Okay, so let's put one of these in. I have dug out a little bit of a hallway connecting all of these teleporters so we can kind of quickly access them. So if we go down, a little tiny hole. So wherever there's peak stone, that will be where a teleporter goes. So this, I believe, is spawn. I believe this is spawn. So what we need is block phaser. Yes, it can hit that. Cool. Cool. So on top of that would be the teleporter. And this one will be to a single limestone column. I don't have a thing. Okay. I don't have a thing, so whatever. We'll leave that for now. That teleporter will hook up. And then what we want is a sensor. Right. So that'll send to you. And you need to sense quite tall. Let's go 11, and let's go... Right. So that'll make like a little cube, so when you're standing up top, you have quite like a range to be in, which I think is good. No for creatures. Right. So there's no time delay. That was the only thing I was curious about with sensors. I couldn't remember if they had like a time delay on them. I rarely use machines, which is part of why I wanted to do this build, is that it's not often I get to use them. Oh. What? Oh? It does not seem to be... Well, the sensor range is right. But it does not seem to be phasing. Cannot be manipulated by phaser. Right. Which I still think is a bit annoying. I would like to be able to like phase in and out teleporters. And chess, I think, would both be cool. Oh, I see. So you just had to re-click it because I put new blocks down. Is that what this is about? So that's kind of cool. That'll be the idea. You walk up. I was thinking about putting a delay gate. So like you come over here, you stand a few seconds, and then it falls. But I don't know. Let me know if you guys think a delay gate would be cooler. But that's sort of the idea. You'll come up, walk up, bleep, bloop, blop. And I wanted to make it open so that I could change around the teleporters really quickly if I wanted to. The other thing is... delay gate might be kind of cool. The other thing is, we'll change around the floor and make this a lot kind of cooler than just stone. And then basically wherever you see magnetic, you can stand and it'll be cool. It'll be cooler in here than what it is now. I think the floor is really holding back this place. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do for, well, the 3 of these we have ready. I'm not sure where else I want to go yet, but I'll do the 3 we have ready. That's going to be our system. It's pretty simple, and then maybe I'll do the floor over to spawn, just so we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. Yeah. Okay. Oakley dokley, let's try it out. You come over here, stand on this. Boom. Yeah, alright, that works how I wanted to. I put a 3-second delay, which I think is enough. I might shorten it. It kind of felt like it might not work for a second. But I think that's kind of cool. I like the idea of like having a little bit of a delay. It's kind of similar to how, I love this room. I love this room. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's kind of similar to how this system works, the touchstones. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to set up the rest of them now. The other 2 that I have ready to set up. And, then we will try out a different project. Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, so, I wanted to start out here for a reason. Out here is probably where, like, my touchstone's gonna be. You're gonna probably touchstone... I'm debating whether or not I want the touchstone in the middle of, like, a workshop. What I was thinking is maybe having like a storage room that I can touch everything from my touchstone so that I can get to it, grab my stuff, and leave. But we'll talk about that another time. But I was thinking maybe just have my touchstone here. This side will be storage eventually. And then you can kind of choose your side by there. We're not quite done with the teleporter area either. Anyway, I did a little bit of the floor. This is sort of what it'll look like. I don't know if I want it to be as... down and up as this is, but I definitely want it to have some like variation and whatnot. So yeah, I did this little tiny bit and it's kind of alright. I don't mind it. I'm not sure if I like it being up and down as much as it is, but we'll work on it. Anywho, yeah, I also put a little bit of light in it. You can see there's like a little bit of light right here, and I'll probably do that more. So yeah, eventually this probably won't be here, this teleporter. I'm not sure about that though. We'll figure that out another time. Anyway, all of these work. You can get to spawn now. Eventually. Maybe 3 seconds is too long. You can get to the gaming district. Bleep. I have to do like the little tube down as well. It'll probably just be Peakstone. And then you can get to my old area. So the old base where the storage room and stuff is currently. So yeah, that's this area. That's all I'm going to do for today. I'll probably finish out the floor, probably on stream or something. It seems like something that's, you know, easy enough to do like on a stream. But I really like the way it's coming together. And for you guys who are curious, I'm going to do a room that you can get to all the biomes. Sort of like I have at spawn, I want to be able to get to any and all of the biomes really quickly. So what I'm going to do is another room, probably through the back of this one, maybe down or something. That's just going to be teleporters to all the different biomes, so I can go to canyons really quickly. And yeah, that'll be kind of neat, I think. So anyway, I really love the ceiling here. I love the vibe we went with. I really enjoy this project. But yeah, that's all we're going to do on this today. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's really cool. I think once we have some lighting in the floor and all of like the teleporters up, I think this room's like a really cool teleporter room. But then like the floor just adds so much. Like in this little section, you're like, yeah, this is way better of a vibe. But anyway, let's do something else to finish today. I wanted to end today by coming over to spawn. The teleporter stuff all takes a long time. That's why it may feel like I'm not doing as much as I usually do in these episodes. But I try to. It's just, I wanted to ask you guys a few questions while we look around spawn. I want to find a place to put the entrance to our gaming district. I mentioned earlier I want to build a building for it, probably next episode. So right now, this is how you get to the minigame area, and it's just the worst thing ever. So I'm looking for an area to put a building. If we put it up here, we'd have a very small space to work with, which could be cool, but I also, I don't like that. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, if you look at spawn over here, it feels like the graphics get downgraded. And I don't... Do you guys have that vibe? So when I come over here, obviously there's a lot of stuff, and it's a little bit laggier. It's not terrible right now. And I have been running the game on fastest. First off, is that what you guys run it on? Like, what is the highest setting you can run it on where it still runs well? Because if I turn it up, the game runs very poorly for me. And it feels like when I'm in this area, things don't look as sharp as other places. And I just wanted to ask you guys sort of what settings you use, and if you have any tips for sort of, I don't know, working around sort of how Creativerse is to get sort of better performance. Oh, I love this train station. I was thinking maybe back here, that's all I wanted to ask you, but I was thinking maybe back here we could do sort of a cool build, sort of tuck it back here. We could extend the path through. There's kind of a cool little area over here. I'm not sure, though. It feels like anything we build here will look small compared to that. You have your discount door store. I mean, we could put it in front of discount doors right here. We could put it on top of our biome teleporter. We could have it up here, maybe. We could extend the path to come in this way. Now let's put some markers here. This is a potential spot. It would be pretty close to everything. There's our dance club. I think there was talks about taking down the zoo here. It's got this big spoiler wall, and I don't know. We'll figure that out another time. There's also, I mean, we could go behind the update hill where there's not really much built. That's a potential spot. I don't know. I feel like there's not much expansion happening in spawn, so I kind of want to build it close to where everything else is. But I don't know if that's maybe a bad... I know there's a lot of people building over this direction. I say a lot of people building over this direction. Ooh! What about this hill right here? Look at this. We got like a bunch of crossroads. This is a bunch of empty space. Ooh. Yeah. This might be really good. You'll be able to, like, we'll probably bring this hill down a little bit and then build it sort of underneath. This gives me a really cool idea. We might do it right here. Yeah. I'm thinking this might be our spot. It'll be... pretty good, actually. Yeah, I like this spot a lot. And then if you go this direction, you got some like room for maybe some small stuff over here. I do want to build sort of more stuff just in and around spawn. Like, we're little things that don't have any purpose. Like, you know, little maybe like market stalls that, you know, look like they're selling something but don't have anything in them. Stuff like that. I don't know. We'll do something at some point over here, but I like that area. We'll probably do it in this area. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today. I want to come over to spawn and figure out where I want to build this thing. I'm going to probably finish the teleporter room off camera and show it to you guys next time. I feel like we've been doing a lot of work in that mountain, and it's probably getting a little bit monotonous for you. And yeah. So anyway, come back next time. We'll be building an entryway to our gaming district, probably in this area right here. And the teleporter room will likely be done. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And subscribe for more. And be sure to follow me on Twitch if you want to see Creativerse live streams. I do them over on Twitch because why not? Because why not? Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.